everyone, it's Mimi, Stampin' with the Grandma Giggles. I have learned a new technique called the resist technique, and I am here visiting with my friend Jean Piersanti. You could, yeah, everyone say hi, hi, hi. And we also have Brittany here, who is getting ready to become a demonstrator with Stampin' Up.
Hello.
So I have my upline plus Jean's future downline. And so we've been having a lot of fun here. We had a great Saturday where we just crafted our little hearts out. I think we started like around 10 in the morning and we were here till like 11 o'clock at night crafting. It was amazing. It was so much fun. And then, as most of you know, we were in Las Vegas for the Stampin' Up convention. So without further ado, let me tell you what we're going to do. So this is the card we're going to make. Okay, this is the one Jean made. And mine's only going to be different in the fact that I'm using a few extra colors. So this beautiful peacock is done with the resist technique. And I don't know if you can see it, but it's also got the shimmery white embossing powder on here. And it's absolutely gorgeous, you guys. I mean, it is really, really pretty. So let me tell you where to find Jean. She has a wonderful YouTube channel. You can learn a lot from her. And it's Beauty and the Stamper. So I highly recommend going over there and subscribing to her channel. And let's support our fellow people, okay? So what we're going to do first and foremost, I should probably tell you what sizes to cut things. So you're going to take an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. And I use Whisper White Stampin' Up cardstock. You just cut it directly in half. And then you're going to score it. And then your card is going to end up being 5.5 by 4.25. Okay, so then we're going to use our Gorgeous Grape cardstock, and this is going to be 5.25 by 4. And then we're going to have the one we're going to play with is going to be 5 by 3.75. Okay, we got a couple pieces of scraps. We're going to do some stamping on those. And right now, let's play with this. What we're going to do is we're going to get our embossing buddy. Stampin' Up has a great one, let me tell you. And you're going to want to rub this all over this entire piece of paper here. Okay? That'll prevent anything going wherever we don't have our Versamark to use for our embossing powder. All right? Let's put this back in its little baggie. Okay, so the stamp set we're using is one of my all-time favorites. This stamp set is so gorgeous. But it is called Royal Peacock. And this stamp here is the one we're going to use right now. And we're also going to use, I believe, You Are Incredible here. Yes, You Are Incredible. Okay. So we're going to take our Versamark. Now, if you have a pad that, you know, you've kind of, it's getting kind of dry and stuff, go ahead and use some of the refill. And just make sure it's nice and moist. And then you're going to want to stamp your peacock with this Versamark. Make sure you get it real good and sticky. Okay. Make sure you cover it back up because you don't want it to dry out too much. So you're going to stamp your peacock. Just get as close as you can. All right, push down as hard as you can. You don't want to rock it though, because then you'll get it all over. Okay, now I know you guys can't see this, but there is a little bit of a invisible shadow here. Anyway, so what we're going to do is we are going to get... Sorry, that was kind of difficult to open. We're going to get the shimmer white that I was telling you about. Emboss powder. And this is fairly new. Okay. I have not played with this. I know Jean hadn't played with it yet, so we're both having fun with this. It's just really neat. You just kind of dump it over top like this. Make sure you get the whole entire piece. And if you don't get the whole entire piece, guess what? The best thing about Versamark is you can go over it again. Okay, so let's just do that. So we come up with, okay, I want to do this a little bit more, and right here a little bit more. Get what you can off of it. Okay, so I've got a little blank spot here. I don't know if you guys can see that very well. Yeah, you can. It's right about there. So I didn't get it all the way on, but I'm not going to worry about it. It's, yeah, it is what it is. And then we'll get a spoon where we can do that next time. Use the spoon to sprinkle it on. And then Jean puts all of her stuff in these little tubs. I do the same thing because it's, you know, you go to the Dollar Tree and get a tub and you're good to go. All right, so next we need to get the, oh, you know what? I've got a couple other things here. I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of this right here, because I really did not get that, and that's something I do need. Okay. Excuse me while I put a little bit more on here. Okay, that's much better. Much, much, much better. So we're going to get our little heat tool. Stampin' Up! Has a really good one. Or used to. Do they still have it? Yeah, so go to Stampin' Up! Go to my page, actually, mimitakahara.stampinup.net, okay? And you're going to make sure this is heat. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this very well because it is more of a whitish, clearish type thing, but I'm going to do my best to show you. And then you keep the heat tool on it until it starts getting shiny. Once it gets shiny, then you can move on and do your other stuff with it. These sprinkles are coming out so pretty, you guys. Holy smoly. Can you see how, can you guys see them? I think you can. If I turn it a certain way, I think you can see it pretty well. All right. Let's give this a little once over. Okay, cool. Good, 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 good. Get rid of that noisy little thing there, right? Alrighty, then we're going to take our handy dandy little sprinkles and then spread them. So this is purple. Wait till you guys see what color the green looks when you first take it out. It's so funny. Now I will tell you, you really don't need very much of this. I think in one of my previous videos, I'm playing with the pigment sprinkles, and you can kind of see, you know, that you really don't need very much. But on this, I want it to get pretty dark around certain areas. So I'm going to do a little more than what I did with my, when I first got them, the first day I got them. So we're going to have this. And then I want to use my Bermuda Bay. That was the grapefruit, gorgeous grape. No, sorry. Gorgeous grape. All right, how do I get grapefruit and grape mixed up? Oh, it must be the grape. Okay, so we got a little bit of this blue, which also looks like it's purple, which is fine. I'm kind of cool with that. And then we're going to do the green, which actually looks like it's yellow when you open it. It's pretty crazy. Look at that. It looks orangish or yellowish, but it's so stinking pretty. I'll put a little bit of that in this, in the tail feathers too, because I want to see how this turns out. I have no idea how this is going to turn out. This is my first time doing it with this resist technique, so I'm kind of excited about this. Now, the next thing you want to do is you want to grab your spritzer And if you don't already have one of these, I highly recommend you get one. These are from Stampin' Up, and you get a 2-pack, and they're fairly inexpensive, you guys. They're just like super, super, super fun to play with. And there are so many things you can use them for. If you keep watching my videos, you'll see, because I love to use my spritzers. So let's go. And you're going to probably want to do a pretty good job of soaking this, which means you're probably not going to be able to use your snail tape, this stuff here, your Stampin' Up snail adhesive, because it'll stick to the wet paper.
How'd you learn that?
And I learned that because my friend Jean tried it and it didn't work.
Check it out on her video.
And you get, yes, like I said, you've got to go watch hers because she is very much like me. There's always at least one boo-boo in every video. But it's fun, you know, because then you guys learn from us. Look at the green already. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm so excited. I haven't even got all the way in there. Oh, you guys. Oh my gosh. Oh, my finger was on that one. Okay, I'm going to sprinkle a little more sprinkle. And I'm actually going to do a little more green. I thought I wasn't going to do as much green, but I'm going to do some more green because I love it. Love, 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 love it. Which means you're going to get your paper a little more wet, which means it's going to take a little bit longer to dry. And that's okay. Jean decided to use her heating tool to dry it a little bit faster, and that did work. This actually dries fairly fast, you guys. But when you want to do it, it's better to do these ahead of time and then let them dry, and then you can start working with them. Once they're completely dry, you can actually, woo, look at that. Once they're completely dry, you could probably use your snail adhesive, but in the meantime, oh, those colors are so gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited right now. Okay, so Jean taught me that I need to use a baby wipe to get the stuff off of the embossing powder. Remember, Beauty and a Stamper over on YouTube. Gotta go see her. I'm telling you, you guys will learn so much. All right, put this down. And you get all the stuff off of the beautiful peacock. Now, you'll probably left some color off your card too, but that's okay because it doesn't, you know, it doesn't take very much. Look at that. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is so pretty. I hope you guys try this at home because this is something that is absolutely stunning. Okay, look at it. And trust and believe you will get dirty fingers playing with these things. So make sure that not only do you have something underneath, because you'll get them all over, but make sure that you don't care that you get your fingers dirty because this is what you're going to look like. So if you're trying to do a quick card for a party, forget it. You want this one to be a while. Okay, so I'm going to take the heat tool and I'm going to try and dry this a little bit before I go and do some stamping on my little scrappies. I don't know if you guys can see this. I'm going to show you something. So right here where it's real dark, you can kind of see the green of the green that's part of the purple poking through. It's amazing. It kind of looks like the when you've got like that, like you see a penny start turning colors. What's that called? Patina. Yeah, patina on it, and it's really pretty. So do this. Do a little bit on the back. Look how cool that looks, even on the back. Okay, so we're giving this a head start in drying. So that's basically all this does. Okay, so we're going to let that sit aside. We're going to get our little marker, our Stampin' Up marker here. It's called Stampin' Right. And we're going to color it in. And you guys, guess what? It does the same thing that your Stampin' pad, your gorgeous grape Stampin' pad does. And this is Stampin' Up. I mean, this is your marker. It's a Stampin' Right marker by Stampin' Up. And if you don't have the whole set of these, I highly recommend them because these things are good for everything. And they work so well. They are amazing. Okay, so let's get our little piece of paper here. I don't want to do it upside down because I've done that before. I'm going to go, let's not use all the paper. Oops. Remember, you can push down hard, but don't rock it, okay? Because your rocking's going to give you shadows. Okay, so it's a little bit crooked, and you know what? I'm going to be okay with that for now. All right, let's give this a little cut. These little snips from Stampin' Up are amazing. They're so cute. And if you don't have any snips, you guys should get yourself a pair of snips. These things work. I mean, when you have little bitty projects and pieces like this, we're going to go just right up the middle and then snip out for a little tag. And I usually have to cut a couple times because I don't go far enough. There we go. All right. Again, a little crooked, but I'm okay with that because that's kind of my personality. Alrighty. Whoops. So what does snipping in the middle do? It kind of just gives you like a little guesstimation of where you want to go with your other snips to make your little tag. Oh goodness. Okay, so we're going to use our snail adhesive from Stampin' Up on this piece. Stick it on this one. I'm going to do mine a little bit different. I think I'm actually going to do mine at the top. See if I can figure that out. Okay, so I did mine at the top. Like this one. And you can actually see, look, you can see I actually rocked it a little bit too much. I didn't mean to rock it, but I did. Okay. So we'll let this sit. We are going to use, we're going to get our card here. And then we're going to use our tombo glue that Stampin' Up sells. It's really good when you're working cardstock pieces together. And you don't really need that much of it. You just kind of make sure your edges are good, and then you just do a few little pieces on the inside like this. And it'll hold everything. And the good thing about using this is you can actually move things around. Once you get them set, you can actually move stuff around. So, you know, like right here, if I didn't like the way that came on there, if it was uneven or whatever, which it probably is, but you can move it around. You have time to move things around. Okay, so then we're going to go and we're going to take our little piece here and we're going to put tombo glue on this. And real lightly though, if you're working with DSP, which is our designer series paper, you're going to want to use a really, really light amount on this because it does, you'll be able to see it. And I learned that trick from Jean. Also, I learned that today. I also learned that for today. So I've been learning a lot from her, which is good because she happens to be my upline in Stampin' Up. But first and foremost, she is my friend. So here's this. I am absolutely thrilled with how that looks. Absolutely thrilled, you guys. All right, so let's get our little sentiment on here. I'm going to use tombo glue for this part of it. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to use... I was going to call them humpers, but they're called... they're called dimensionals. So you can use your humpers or your dimensionals however you wish. And, you know, just have fun. I'm blah, 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 blah. That's all, folks. Okay, so I like my dimensionals, as you guys have seen. I am like a dimensional hog, and I will use dimensionals everything. So every time I put an order in, you bet your bottom dollar I am ordering dimensionals. And I'm also ordering the tombo glue because why? Because I'm also making 800 bags for one of my wonderful friends named Laura Case. Okay, so I really didn't want to cover the feathers, but I think I definitely don't want to cover the head. I think I'm going to put mine right here because I can still see the grape. I still got the patina looking stuff down here, and I can see all the colors. Now, here's a fun thing. Let's use some of our rhinestones here. This is also from the Noble Peacock Suite, which is amazing. Okay, so we've got some blues, some purples. We've got the pinks, and we've got the greens. I get the handy dandy little take your pick tool. Oops. All right. If you don't know, the take your pick tool is very inexpensive by Stampin' Up, and you get this little end here that you can pick the rhinestones up and then place them down. You can also pick the backs off of your dimensionals, which I didn't do. But also, look at this, you guys. There is a little scraper here. And it just goes in and turns, you know. So you get all kinds of stuff you can do with it. There's also another piece. I don't remember what it is, but there's another piece that you can put in here. I think I'm going to do green. I'm kind of liking this green here. One there. And I think I'm going to do a blue and a purple over here. See how that goes. Well, I kind of like it. I think I'm going to leave that as is because I think I am very happy with this. What do you girls think?
I like
think
it.
it's beautiful.
Cool. All right, you guys, let's get this together here. Get my take your pick tool away, get my rhinestones put away. And this is a card you can use for anything, but you know, I have kids and grandkids, and I just think, you know, sometimes there's just that little something extra that you want to send over or give to your kids or grandkids. And this is just a really fun, quick card. As you can see, it didn't take long. You know, we got everything together, and then we got it put together. And I really hope you'll go visit my friend Jean at Beauty and the Stamper on YouTube. And in the meantime, goodbye from all of us. Bye!